KO Artist Sports here with the great Megan Olivi, Fight Pass host. What do you think about, you were here for the Bisping Silva workout. How do you think that fight's going to go?
I think it's going to be crazy. I'm excited for this. I mean, this is a fight that could have been made, any time in the last 5, even 8 years. Michael Bisping's been fighting for so long, and he's never gotten a title shot, but this kind of feels like as important to his career as a title shot may be. So I'm really excited for it. I'm glad that it's happening. I think it's very cool. It's happening in London. I think it's very cool. The arena sold out right away. I think it's going to be a great matchup. We'll see how Anderson comes back, and we'll see what Michael brings. We know he's been wanting this fight for years and years, so I know that he's preparing even harder than normal for this matchup because it's been a dream for him for so long.
This fight is exclusively on Fight Pass, where you're the big host on there. How excited are you about being able to kind of exclusively cover this?
Yeah, it's neat. It's a great thing for Fight Pass. Obviously, if you're a fight fan, Fight Pass is something that you want to subscribe to. I mean, we have thousands upon thousands of fights you can watch, plus we have original programming. I mean, who doesn't want to go back and watch all of these old fights from Strikeforce, the WEC, or all these different organizations are on there. And so I think if you don't subscribe to Fight Pass, this is a perfect reason to subscribe. We've got one of the biggest fights of the year on this platform, and you can watch it on your phone, you can watch it on your Xbox, you can watch it on your TV if you want through Apple TV. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you'll still have access to this, and I think that's a pretty incredible thing.
You're in charge of kind of asking the fighters right after the fight, like what happened, things like that. How is it you come up with questions, kind of just seeing it and then, like, okay, tell me your reaction now?
Yeah, you just have to know a lot about each guy, and you have to, or gal, and you have to make sure that you're fully researched, but a lot of it comes in preparation throughout fight week, just kind of seeing what mood they're in, seeing what happens to them, seeing what other interviews they give and what answers they give, and then obviously you're just going off their emotion in there, going off their performance. There's always key things you have to ask about what they did inside the octagon, but always I like to include what happened outside. If there's a cool life moment or something special about what they did that week, it's obviously something we want to bring up.
This past weekend, Thompson defeated Johnny Hendricks. What did you think about that performance?
It was crazy. I rewatched it like 7 times. It was insane. Because when it was happening, it was just kind of like, what is happening? Like slow-mo, you can't really take it all in. And then I was in Los Angeles a couple of days ago, and I was like, you know what, I have to see that again. And I just watched it again on Fight Pass a couple of times because, man, it was wild.
Tell us your thoughts on McGregor versus Dos Anjos. Big fight coming up in March.
It's a huge fight. I think people are not sure of what to make of the matchup, and I would include myself in that. We've seen Rafael Dos Anjos take out a great striker in Anthony Pettis by using his wrestling and his pressure. But Conor's not like any other fighter, and he says that, and sometimes people think, oh, okay, Conor, because he talks a lot, but no, he backs it up. It's a very interesting matchup, and I think cutting less weight is definitely helpful for him.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the time, and keep up the great work. I really appreciate it.
There's the count, Michael Bisping.
Yep.